today we are here with Justice Avokbilla, right?
Yeah.
Did I get the pronunciation right?
Yes, you got it right.
One of the valedictorians of the College of Humanities. We are here with him today, and we want to know about how he was able to achieve this status, what it took for him to be here today as valedictorian, and how the feeling is like, what life was before becoming the valedictorian, and then how life looks like now that he's a valedictorian. So we want to explore a lot about him. So that is why he's here today. Charlie, welcome to Voice of Lagos once again.
Thank you.
All right. So the university had something to say about you. I'll just quickly read it and so that our viewers would know. So Mr. Justice Avokbilla attained a GPA of 3.98, and the university says that he is graduating as a budding scholar in history and geography and resource development, with a future set on becoming a leading researcher and expert in African history and geography. Known for his curiosity, dedication, and leadership, Justice has consistently demonstrated a strong commitment to academic excellence, mentorship, and the pursuit of knowledge. So, for his education, he was a student of the University of Ghana. Since we are now officially a graduate, I can't call you a student anymore. You're a graduate.
Yes.
Yeah, a student of the University of Ghana. He studied BA History and Geography and Resource Development. And for his senior high education, he went to the Opokuwari School. Opokuwari School. That's nice. The Opokuwari School, where he studied general arts with these elective history, geography, economics, and French. And also for his role and passion, when you were in school, you took up some positions, right?
Yeah.
So this is what the university has to say about that. He served as head of the educational committee, legal advisor, and later vice president of the History Students Association, and was on the finance committee of the Geography and Resource Development Students Association. Now a national service person at the Department of History, University of Ghana, Justice is passionate about research, mentorship, and advancing African history and geography, and also a member of the SWAG team, a mentorship group. Tell me about the SWAG team. What was the SWAG team?
Okay, so the SWAT team is just a group of undergraduate and graduate students under the mentorship of Dr. Cynthia Adoku. She's a senior research fellow at the Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research, ISA. Yeah, so it's a mentorship session where she helps us to develop our professional and personal lives and also academic lives. Yeah, so that's just a synopsis of the SWAT.
That's good to hear. Most of the times we only hear of valedictorians after they have attained those positions and those statuses. But since we are here today, we want to give our viewers the opportunity to know more about you, how it all started from your basic school education, where you were born, the school you attended. Maybe did you face some challenges and all those? So I want to know, how did it all start for you?
Okay, so for me, all right, I was born at Asante Mampong, that's in the Ashanti region. But as an infant, I was sent to the Upper East region, where my parents hail from, Zebila to be specific.
Okay.
So that's why I started my basic school. I started at Both Memorial Institute. Yeah, and I was nurtured at Both Memorial from infancy, and that's where my early days began. So I developed a bit of my academic intellect there because of the high discipline and high morals, high standards for excellence. And later on in 2017, I moved to the Western North region, where I continued my basic school, junior high to be specific, in St. Andrews.
Not to cut you, but primary school education was the first school you mentioned.
Yeah, Both Memorial Institute.
Both Memorial Institute. When you were in Both Memorial Institute, were you always the first in your class?
Oh no, I wasn't. I was usually fourth.
Fourth?
Yeah.
So there were 3 people before you?
Yeah.
Where are they now?
Well, I don't really know, but one of them completed UMAT last year.
UMAT?
Yeah, but the other 2, I don't know where they are now.
Oh, that's interesting, because someone topping the University of Ghana, a whole cohort in the University of Ghana, and was 14, what's the name? In basic education. Then I'm so much interested in knowing where those people what's the name are right now, but I think I'll find more later.
Sure.
So you were the 4th in class.
Yeah.
Throughout, you never attained the first position.
No, I've never been first in my life.
Since what's the name? Class 1 to class 6,
Yeah, I've never been first. I've never been second.
always the fourth position.
Yeah, or third.
Tell me about your junior high school education too.
Okay, yeah, junior high school, I continued at St. Andrews in the Western North region, Bonsun Kwanta to be specific. So it was JHS2 that I joined that school, and
Okay,
yeah, I wrote my BEC there. That place I was usually fourth or fifth.
interesting.
Yeah,
You wrote your was BC over there,
yeah.
and do you mind sharing your performance in the BC?
Um, I had an I don't really remember the A's and the B's, but I had a grade 9.
But
Yeah.
you weren't the top student from your class
No, I
in the
wasn't. I
BC.
wasn't.
Okay, I'm drawing a pattern
I was
from your
second.
educational.
There was a grade 7 before me, grade
That's
9.
the grade 7, grade 9. So grade 9, and then you went to Opokuari School,
Yeah,
General Arts.
yeah.
Tell me about the Opokuari experience too.
Oh, that was a very nice experience, like very brilliant experience, if I'm to put it. Okuari sharpened my resolve. Like it was the school that really made me who I am. The high requirements or the high standards for excellence really shaped into me. So the competition too was very very intense. Okuari too, I was usually fifth, fourth, fifth.
Fourth, fifth.
I never attained first, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Yeah, and the competition was very much Okuari school.
Okay. So when you were in Opokuari School, was it just about your academics, or there were other things you were also engaged in?
In Opokuari, I was a member of three quiz teams: the TV3 Sharks Quiz, the EIB Network Ultimate Quiz, and the Ashanti Regional Independence Quiz. Yeah, so I participated in these three competitions for the school.
Did you ever win any of them?
No, didn't win. But in the Independence Quiz, we got to the final and we
The
lost.
finals.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately.
if you were not the first in class, then how did you get to be on the quiz team?
Okay, so with the quiz team, we wrote a test. Usually, the quiz teams we write a test, and the top students are selected. And yeah, I was selected as a member of the team through the test that we wrote.
So that particular test, you did well,
Yes, yes,
better than some of the people that were attaining the first and second position.
yes.
All right, so you were the fourth in your class
Yeah.
at Opokuari School, but you got to be a part of the quiz team. And as I asked, you mentioned that you did well in that particular test that was waiting to choose the quiz contestants. So I want to find out, do you think it was luck, or it was your determination to be part of the quiz team that made you top that particular test?
Okay, so I won't say it was luck because the reason why most at times I wasn't doing well in maybe the positions was because some of the courses I was very poor in them, like French for instance. I was very very bad. So even if I do well in the other courses, French will bring
Would
me
drop you
down.
down.
Yes. And for the quiz too, I was very well versed with geography and current affairs. So when we wrote the test, I knew that it was very easy for me. I knew that I'll top. So yeah, I really worked hard even before SHS. I studied general knowledge in history, general knowledge in geography, general knowledge in economics, just general knowledge and current affairs too. I was very good, so it was very easy for me to write the test and pass and beat the other students. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, it was more about academics for you than other extracurricular activities, because I'm not sure you were playing football, or you were, I'm sure
No.
you were the book learn type who are always in the classroom and learning.
Yeah,
Quiz
they
and
used to
then
call me
academics.
professor. They said I
Professor.
wasn't switchable. Professor is not switchable. If you are going to play football, professor is always in the class. Prof is always, yeah. So I wasn't really that into other extracurricular activities except my academics. Yeah.
Was it a personal decision to sacrifice the extracurricular activities to focus on your education, or it was just your personality?
Yeah, it's just my personality, and at that stage of my life too, I just wanted to focus on my academics. I didn't want to lose focus on why I went to school. So I just wanted to focus on my academics for that time period. Yeah.
Okay, so Opokuari School, General Arts, you were a quiz contestant, and then you wrote the WASI.
Yeah.
Tell me about WASI. at Opokwari School?
Oh, what's see, it didn't really go well for me. It didn't really go well. Well, there was
Interesting.
see, it was very tough for me. I don't know. I don't know whether it's because of the quiz competitions. I was usually focused on learning for the quiz
The
competitions.
quiz
So even
competition.
prep time, I'll be learning the quiz competitions instead of studying towards my WASI examination. Yeah, so I got a grade 13, I think. Yeah, in
Grade
WASI
13 in WASI.
13. Yeah. So for WASI, I didn't really do well. Didn't do well.
And when you came to University of Ghana, did you want to read the course that you were given, or you were eyeing something else?
To be honest, I chose law.
Law.
I chose law, and I didn't get it. So geography too was geography and history were fields that I was very very much interested
Interested
in.
in.
So I said, oh, if I didn't get the law, then no problem. Geography is a field I'm already very very interested in. History is a field that I love. So let me just do the geography and history. Yeah. So that's why I decided to.
Have you always wanted to become a lawyer?
Um, from okay, I'll say in my early days as an infant, I wanted to become a journalist, but in JHS, I my career aspirations changed, so decided that no, let me become a lawyer.
A
Yeah.
lawyer. What was the feeling when you were not admitted to read law at the University of Ghana? Did you feel like your dreams have ended, or how was the feeling like?
Oh no no, I wasn't really worried about it because I said, oh, if this law chapter closes, geography and history are both good fields, so it doesn't matter. I can do those fields, and if I do well, I'll become I'll be able to help society in ways that I could using geography. For example, in climate change or in spatial analysis, I could use it to help society too. So I wasn't very much worried about not getting law. No, I wasn't at all.
So, um, from what I've heard from your educational journey, it looks like you weren't always the first in your class,
Yeah.
from basic school, senior high school, and then you come to university, and not just any university, the University of Ghana, where there were fresh brains, there are people of like. So most of the times when you are in high school and you are the top candidate, you come to the university and you realize that no, there are sharper people, there are more brilliant people. So you were not even the top student in your senior high school, but you came to the University of Ghana and today you are valedictorian. So how did you do it?
All right. So after senior high school, I said to myself, it seems from my basic school days, I've not really been too focused on my academics. For example, in senior high school, I was too focused on quiz competitions. Yeah, so I said in university, I have to change that mindset. I have to focus more on my books, my academics, to excel academically because the WASI, I was very shocked. I didn't do well. And I attribute it to my involvement in extracurricular activities a bit. Not so much, but a bit. I attribute a bit of it because during prep times, during my personal studies, you won't find me studying my economics textbook or my mathematics textbook. I'll be studying general knowledge. So that was very bad of me. So I said in university, I won't lose focus. I'll focus more on my books and see what will happen. So when I came in level 100, um, I told there was an argument with my roommates. They said that no one has can get a 4.0 GPA in this school, and I said that it's possible. It's just that people sometimes lose focus, and we argued a lot. They said it's not possible. I said okay, let's see, I'll get it. Yeah, and I decided to start early, start learning, studying very hard. Yeah, but then I couldn't get it because I got a B in academic writing too. Yeah,
You had just a B throughout your university education.
yeah.
How many courses?
I think 46 or so. I don't really remember.
He had a B in just one course out of the 46 courses that he studied at the University of Ghana. Someone who was not the top student in his basic education, senior high school education, comes to the University of Ghana and is able to pull this up. Wow, that's great, Charlie. You've done well.
Thank you.
Would you say that um you you were a smart kid from birth, or this is something you had to fight for?
All right. So when I was a kid, they usually called me a precocious kid. Precocity. They said I was very smart, and yeah, I didn't really I didn't really think I was, yeah, because I wasn't usually first in class. But growing up, I realized that no, being first in class doesn't show that you are smart. Sometimes you can be first, but it's due to, I don't know, maybe one or two reasons that you can do very well in exams. There are some people who can they don't perform well in exams, but if they are speaking, if they are um, bringing ideation or sharing their ideas, you know, no, this person is smart. Although in exams they don't do well. So yeah,
Justice, at what point did you realize you were going to be the valedictorian?
so to be honest, I didn't really put much thought into becoming a valedictorian. So I wasn't really thinking I'll become a valedictorian or something. I was just trying to get a first class, to get my A's and move on. So I was just trying to get my first class. And I didn't really think I'll become a valedictorian. So even although I got 3.98, I thought I won't
There
even
were
get it.
people
Yeah, there are
higher
people who
than.
will be having 4.0 or something. So one day I was just there and I got a call that I've been named a valedictorian. So yeah, that's how it came about. I didn't really put much thought into becoming a valedictorian, to be honest.
Where were you when you received that call, and how did you react?
Oh, I was with my supervisor, my lecturer to be precise. Um, I'm a teaching assistant, so we're having some discussion, and I got the call. Yeah, yeah, but I was a bit elated, but not so much. I was
Not so much.
saying, "Oh, it's normal, it's good, valedictorian, it's nice," but I wasn't really overjoyous. No.
So you didn't buy an egg for yourself.
Oh no, no, no.
Okay. I also want to find out this question. I'll find out, guys. We'll find out from him if he's part of the last minute learners association or he actually studies on time. But I want to ask this question: when you are studying, do you study generally? Do you study everything that has been taught, or you predict some of the courses that or the topics that are likely to come in the exam and you focus on them?
Okay, so for my courses, geography and history, everything comes in the exams. So we study everything. So I don't focus on maybe this topic is likely to come, so let me study. No, I study everything from scratch. Yeah, I study everything.
Are you a last minute learner?
No, no. So after every lecture, I make sure to research on the lecture that was taught in class. So for example, if we did spatial organization, if we had a spatial organization lecture today, if I go back to the hall, I'll study the lecture about 3 times. Yeah, and research on it.
Okay. So, what sets you apart from your closest contenders for the valedictorian status? What would you say sets you apart? Because I know definitely there are people who are 3.97, 3.96. What's made the difference for you?
What made the difference? Okay, so the difference, I'll say it was my study group.
Study group.
Yeah, some people don't see the essence of study groups, but the study group helped me a lot because sometimes I lead the study sessions, and if you lead the sessions, it's very easy for you to grab the things or to grasp them. Yeah, so this study group it helped me very much. It's called the Aiming for A study group. It
Did,
helped me very.
did everyone in your study group get a first class?
Not everyone.
Not
Not
everyone.
everyone. Not everyone.
So right now you are done. You are done with the University of Ghana. You are the valedictorian, and then you are doing your national service as a TA. How is life after being a valedictorian going to look like? What are you planning? What are you looking at? And what should we expect in the coming days?
Right. So obviously the next step for me is to further my studies. So I'm looking at postgraduate studies, trying
Postgraduate
to
studies.
apply for some scholarships. Yeah, for postgraduate studies in masters, or even if I get a straight PhD, hallelujah, why not?
Mm,
Yeah.
well, we are rooting and praying for you. We'd be glad to hear that
Thank you.
you are actually making great strides after university. If there is a student, a current student who is struggling with education, struggling with studies, or if there is a current student who wants to become a valedictorian, what practical advice would you give to the person?
All right. So it's very simple, although maybe not so simple, but just study hard. Study hard. After every lecture, make sure that you read the lecture slide about 3 times, and also research. Don't just base on only the lecture slides. Read course materials that have been shared, and research online too. Encyclopedia Britannica, for instance, it helped me a lot. And also YouTube videos, they help me a lot in my studies. So these things you have to do them. Research a lot. Don't just focus on your lecture slides. And also before every exam, before every paper, like I don't know if this will help them, but um I don't know.
I
I
think they
wasn't
might
sleeping before a
every
paper.
paper.
Yeah, so I studied throughout the night. Yeah, I didn't sleep.
So from what I am taking from this interview, I have realized that valedictorians are not born valedictorians. It actually takes effort and um, working towards it, being intentional about what you want to do and actually working towards it. This guy was not sleeping prior to exam. Um, he was not the first in his basic school education. He was not the first in his senior high school education, but he came to the University of Ghana and through his determination and grit, today he's a valedictorian. So if you are probably struggling with studies or something, you should know that it is dependent on the kind of work that you are putting in. They were not born valedictorians or they were not born with two brains. They actually strived for it, and then they have attained these statuses that we are here today with them, and then trying to know about how they did it. So I hope that this video has helped you, and then you are going to take at least a word or two from what he has said, and it's going to shape your life in a way. So stay tuned. We are going to interview other valedictorians, so you'll get to hear about their experiences and what they had to go through in the University of Ghana and how they made it, so that you can also use it to shape your life. It's been nice having you on Voice of Legon, Reese, and then it's been nice having our viewers too. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.